up guys, welcome back to Rocking the Spectrum. Today I have a fun video for you guys. We are going to be doing a DIY. We are going to be doing a fidget blanket, so I'm really excited for this one. I hope you guys enjoy. I kind of just wanted to show you guys that it's easy to do. I didn't use a sewing machine. I went in store and bought the fabric and all the material. It wasn't very expensive. I think you can make this within like about $20 to $30 budget, especially if you have a bunch of sensory toys that your kiddos like. You could totally use that for the fidget blanket. It took me about 3 weeks, only because I didn't really set apart a time to do this in one full sweep. I kind of just did it whenever I had a moment, but I did buy everything in store. If you dedicate a few hours every day, I think it is easy to do, especially if you don't incorporate so many little patches. That's what took the longest, I would say. So I'm going to go ahead and insert the clips of the whole process, and I hope you guys find it helpful. And let's go ahead and jump into the clips. So we have our fabric ready, and we're going to be cutting 24 by 19. So I have my measuring tape here, and I am doing 24 inches by 19. You get the idea. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this, and then we'll show you the finished results once it's cut. This is the end result after we cut it by the measurements. Estimate of the measurements. I mean, it's not really that important. And don't worry about the uneven, zigzaggy cutting lines. We're gonna sew it and flip it so it won't even show. So I cut out the fabric like you guys saw. Next thing I did is I cut out a stiff stabilizer that is going to be fused to the fabric so that it's a little bit stiffer and not as flimsy. And I'm going to just go ahead and press my iron onto this and make it stick. And once it sticks, I'm gonna do it to the other fabric, to the back of the fabric, and it's just gonna make it a lot stiffer and sturdier. So I'll go ahead and show that to you guys. Make sure that the shiny part is facing your fabric. That's gonna be what sticks to the fabric, and go ahead and press on. Up and down motions. I actually tried it with a cloth, like it says, a damp cloth, and nothing happened. So I went ahead and tested this out on a little piece of fabric to make sure it would work. And when I do it straight on, it actually worked perfectly. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. There's also some that you could sew on, but this is the one I chose. If you have a fabric that has an obvious front and back, like if one side is softer, if one side has the designs, make sure you put this on the wrong side, because this is going to be facing the inside of your fidget blanket. Mine, both sides seemed about the same, so it didn't really matter.
So she's been sewing for like 3 days.
Don't give me away, it's all one day. And perfection makes it personal. I did this on purpose. So for this one, it's more like playing with the thing, so I could probably sew it on like by both sides, so you could just mess with this. Okay, so that's my placement for that one. And the zipper, And right here, I have decided, ow! I've decided to place it here, so I'm gonna pin it so I can sew it. Oop. Make sure that you're sewing not too close to the edge because these do start kind of like tearing apart, so it's a little more sturdier and secure if it's not right at the edge. So I started stitching the zipper on. I just placed it however I wanted. I decided to do this angle just to give it a funky look. It doesn't really matter, your choice. And I'm just gonna sew the edges on. Since I've been doing it, I think it'd be a better idea if you wanted to not use this material because it does start, what is this called, fraying? When it starts falling apart a little bit because of the type of material this is. It's just a ribbon, like a regular ribbon. It'd probably be better if you just cut lines from your own fabric, whatever leftover you have, and just use that as the strip. It would make it a little more sturdier. I'm gonna go ahead and sew the whole thing on the edges to just make it a little bit sturdier. Okay, now we have our strings attached. I have a few more here. Hold on. Okay, so we have our strings. I also made loops. And the way that I did that is I simply made a little loop, connected at the top, and then I just sewed it onto the back. And there you go, a loop. I am going to go ahead and sew the loop right at the back. So right back here, you're gonna sew, and I'll show you that right there. And that's how they're gonna look. Pull on these. You can play with the strings by stimming with them, how he likes to do currently. So just do it as organized, as messy, as many strings, or whatever your kiddo likes to play with. You could go ahead and add that. Next thing I'm doing is I am going to be, I cut out little pieces of fabric big enough to put this loop in it and create a loop. So I am going to be placing this inside of here. I am going to be making a loop like so, and I'm going to be sewing it on here and putting shoelaces on there. So I'm going to be making 4 of those right here, and then I'm going to put the string right here, and he's going to love that. Okay, I am done sewing this on. Basic loop around. I sewed on the loop up and down, up and down. Pretty sturdy. What I'm going to also do is I'm going to super glue a little bit of the top right here just for extra protection, and I'll show you guys. So for this one right here, I finally put the shoelace on. This is the shoelace I got for him, and I'm gonna super glue just right here to give it a little bit extra protection. If I lose this one, it doesn't really matter. I could always put another shoelace in. But yep, I think I am officially done. I got my shoelace, I got strings, I got a zipper, I have these little thingy-mabobbers he could play with. I have more strings. He's obsessed with strings right now. So I did this for him, but you could put anything you want, whatever your child's into right now. Little hoops, loops. Oh, he's coming. Sir, don't look at me right now. I have to cover it every time. You want more? Okay, I'll get more. I have another pair of wiggly shoestrings. I have these little things that he would like to stim with. So now that I have everything in place, I sewed everything onto the front that I wanted to sew. I put it inside out, and now I'm going to be sewing to close it up. And I'm going to be leaving one side open to flip it back out and then finish sewing, and I'll show you all of that. Right here I have it pinned down already, ready to sew. For this part, you have to make sure that your hoops and your strings are tucked in, so you can't leave them out, so that when you sew it, it's gonna be showing on the outside. So right here I made sure that all the strings are tucked inside, and I'm gonna sew right through it. So if I left them out how they were, they wouldn't be showing on the outside, they would be inside, so we need them outside. So I just tucked them in. Just flipped it over and it looks like it's a success. Got my little pulley things over here. Got everything sewed. Just need the top. I'm trying to figure out if I could sew at least half of it and then still pull it out, or if I'm gonna have to sew it just like this. We'll see. I can't find, I don't think I can flip it inside out and then flip it back around. I think it's too stiff, at least mine is. So I'm just pinning down a little flap, just like this. I'm pinning it down and I'm gonna sew it that way. I'm hoping it'll still turn out okay. It should turn out okay. It worked, guys. I think it looks pretty good. Here is the end result. I am very happy with how it came out. Here is in detail. I have the patches. If you want to make it less time consuming and less work, you could definitely make bigger patches or no patches at all and just put the things that you want to put on top without patches. This is definitely what was the most time consuming. I have a zipper that he could play with if he wants to. I have this, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna love. He loves to stim on these, with these. A shoelace. I have more shoelaces that are funky, fresh. I have little things he could play with right here. I have more little string material. I have little strings coming down here. I have loops you can play with. Yeah, I did everything with Christian in mind. I know he loves this right now. You could put so many other things. You could put less things. You can do as you please. That's the beauty of this. It really was very easy. Just like I said, some things were time consuming, but definitely give it a try. It's a nice little gift, and I'm proud of my work. I'm proud that I can say that I made this for him. So I'm excited to put this in a bag and have him open it up, and hopefully he's very excited and wanting to play with it. This came to be, I would say, probably about $30, give or take. So it's not as expensive as buying one and having it shipped out and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.